Deputy Shadow Minister, Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, Vice Chair of the Standing Committee on the Immigration and Citizenship. So he have a good, big portfolio. If the Conservative Party going to win in the next election, Brad will be the Minister of Immigration, it looks like to us. And we want to ask him some special question because we know that there is a great unemployment is going on. The inflation is very high. Dependency on the US market, we are relying from a long time. So it is a service-based industry, and I don't know, international relationships are also broken. So how can Conservative can fix this whole broken system when they are coming into the power? Let's ask with Brad Redekopp, MP, Saskatchewan West, Conservative Party of Canada. Thank you, Brad, for coming to the Toronto 360 TV and once again give us the chance to talk with you.
My pleasure to be here. Thanks.
Okay. So, Brad, the election is not very far, and we see that the whole financial system is going to be broken, right? And people are really, especially in Ontario, because I live among the peoples, right? And people are really worried that what will be their future, what will be the future of their families as well. And it's very difficult for the pupils to really bring the bread and butter, and what they have, they can secure their equity even in their houses, because if they buy a house is like $2 million, and then now the houses is like 1.5 or 1.6, so they lost $400,000 in their equity. The whole life they earned this much, and now they are on the losing edge. So the question which I want to ask you, because the people get preparing for hope toward the Conservative Party, right? So we want to see some vision. So what is Conservative can do with this broken system?
Oh, that's a great question. And, you know, we're sitting here because of 9 years of Liberal government, Liberal mismanagement, that has really brought the standard of living down, that's made life very difficult in Canada. And the good news is that it wasn't like this before Justin Trudeau, and it won't be like this after Justin Trudeau. So that's the good news. The question is, how do we get there? So as you mentioned, the first step, we need an election. We have to have an election, and we're pushing for a carbon tax election. The Liberal government seems to be intent on continuing to push increased carbon tax on Canadians, and we, of course, are going to get rid of the carbon tax. But, you know, one of the key philosophical things that we really need to understand is that Conservatives understand business. We understand the importance of investment in Canada by businesses. And under the Liberal government, investment has dropped, and that has caused job opportunities to be less than they should be. And we see that in Western Canada, and we see that here in Ontario. And in my province of Saskatchewan, we've missed opportunities for investment in resource jobs, and in Ontario, there's been lots of missed investments right across the country. And so our philosophy is that we want to encourage business investment. We want to make sure that the country is in a good situation with encouraging businesses to invest, because when businesses invest their money, it creates jobs. And when we have jobs, that means that there's lots of opportunities right across the country for newcomers, for people who are already here, for existing Canadians. And those good paying jobs creates wealth, creates money in their pocket, and allows them to buy the things they need to do. So fundamentally, a Conservative government would encourage job growth by encouraging investment of companies. And that's something that's very important.
No, but I'm talking to one of the person last night, and he mentioned that, and he gave a very good point actually, Brad. He mentioned that what is happening from last 5 years is going as the property prices are going up during last year, right, up to last year, and they are going up. And what happened that the people who have their businesses, they find it out that overnight they can make $200,000 or $300,000. So they have the money, they invest the money in their real estate, right? So what happened that people are, except of increasing their businesses, expanding the business to the other places, they don't want to spend whatever the money they earn, they want to put in the real estate. What happened that the business are not expanding, but everybody start putting in the real estate. And now the price of real estate is going high, which is abnormal. I can say that, because if the house prices in 2019 or before that was somewhere under 1 million, that's become 2 million. So this is what's going on. How can you fix this? Because things are a medium-sized business, and everything is really suffering from that.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, the vast majority of jobs in our country come from small and medium-sized businesses. So we need a government that encourages the growth of those small businesses. And what's happened, what we've seen over the past 9 years, is a government that's punitive towards businessmen. It thinks that if you run a business and make a profit, that somehow you're a bad person. And they've imposed high taxes, a lot of bureaucracy, paperwork, red tape, and they're gatekeepers. They're preventing small businesses from growing. And so, as you say, people are taking their money and they're doing other things with it. And that's not helpful to the economy. It's way more helpful for those dollars to be invested into a business so that it creates jobs. It creates wealth for many people. And so that's the thing that's very important to us, is to, first of all, understand how the economy works, that it's based on small businesses, and then create an environment where small business people are not treated as crooks, they're not treated as bad people, they're treated as great people, because they're the ones that create the jobs.
So I know that you are one of the important committee as well in the parliament as well, that is standing committee on the immigration and the citizenship. So you know that immigration is a big issue now. And not only the immigration, students which are coming here, and the people's coming on the job, right, job visa. It looks like there is open doors are there and there is no gatekeeper there. And what's going on, that there is an influx coming all over the world here, and that there is no proper housing is there. So how you control this? I don't know. You are the shadow minister as well for the immigration. It's a great job you have to do on your head. You have any vision how you can do that?
Well, immigration is another area where the Liberal government has just literally broken the system. And they themselves have admitted their immigration system is a mess. They said that themselves. And so there are so many things that need to be fixed. And, you know, I guess, first of all, we need to be clear that immigration is really important to our country. We have to have a certain level of immigration in order to fill the jobs and to grow as a country, because we need that in order to grow. And we've always been like that. Canada has always been an immigrant-friendly country, and we will continue that for sure. At the same time, we need to balance things. We need to make sure that we have housing for new people. We need to make sure that we have jobs. We need to make sure there's health care. All of these things are needed, because when a newcomer comes into Canada, we want them to succeed. You know, we want them to have a place to sleep. We want them to be able to afford food and to have a good job. And so there's a balance that we need to have in place there. And I think what you've seen over the past couple of years is that the Liberal government has let that balance get distorted, and now you're seeing the consequences of that, where they're having to put some restrictions in place. So that our perspective is we need to restore that balance and have a good balance.
So one of the things is definitely due to this immigration influx. And one thing which is really, as I mentioned earlier, that mid-sized businesses are already suffering, right? And there's unemployment is heavy, right? And our population is also increasing, because you are bringing 500,000 immigrant every year, right? And that's a huge number. Yes, they are bringing the money inside in our system, but on the other side, how long you rely on that money? That's another thing, because Canada have to do something. Canada was a great country, but from last 10, 20 years, we are not going anywhere. We are neither in the astronomy, we are not any business, or not any product like Norton, like BlackBerry, right? That's our something we're proud of. I don't know where we are heading and what conservative can do to bring that really level of the Canada in the world, because we are losing on the foreign policy. We have a problem with Saudi Arabia, we have a problem with India, we have a problem with China, we have a problem with everybody. So where we are heading actually?
Yeah, it's a great question. You know, I think our philosophy and our plan really boils down to 4 important things.
Yes.
So the first thing that we want to do, that we will do, is we're going to get rid of the carbon tax. The carbon tax is making everything more expensive. It obviously makes fuel, makes heating your house more expensive, but it also makes food more expensive, because carbon tax is built into everything. Farmers pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in carbon tax, and so those costs get passed on to consumers. Everything you buy, whether it's a car, you know, a chair, or anything, has carbon tax in it, it costs more. So we're going to get rid of the carbon tax. It will bring prices down just by doing that. The second thing we need to do is we need to balance our federal budget. The Liberals under Justin Trudeau have spent more money than they've taken in every single year. And it's caused our deficit to grow to a massive amount, to the point where we're spending $54 billion this year on interest. And we can't control that. That's something we have to spend. And the sad thing is $54 billion is more money than we spend on healthcare. And we all know we need to spend more on healthcare. So the interest payments are taking dollars away from other important programs. And so we have to fix that. We have to balance the budget. The other aspect of that is by balancing the budget, we get a control of inflation. Because borrowing money creates inflation, makes prices go up. So we need to balance the budget also to get inflation under control, to bring it down so that we can bring interest rates back down to make that more affordable. So that's why balancing the budget is so important, and we can do that. The third thing we're going to do is we need to build more houses.
Okay.
We do not have enough housing supply in Canada. Houses, rental units, condos, everything. We need more. We need, in fact, millions more of housing built in the next few years. And so the way we're going to do that is we're going to go to cities who get money from the federal government right now, and we're going to put a demand on them that if you want this money from the federal government, you need to permit 15% more houses than the year before. And if you do that, you'll get the money. In fact, if you do more than 15%, you'll get more money. But if you do less than 15%, you'll get less money. So it's just a simple reward structure that if you achieve the goal, you'll get the money. And we'll let the cities figure out how to do it. There's so much bureaucracy. It takes so much time to get permits approved, to get new developments approved. Cities can figure that out. And that will allow us to build more houses in the country. There'll be more supply. That will moderate prices and keep prices down. Because as you know, rent prices have more than doubled in the last period of time.
That's very true. But one of the things we all know that America is suffering, everybody's, because China is one of the big giant, right? They are creating, they have a cheap laborers, they have a lot of good goods that they're providing all of, and we are not allowing several things from the China now. We are totally banning that one. But that also raised a lot of issues on the construction market as well, because they have a lot of things coming with the cheaper price, and we don't have anything here set up. We can build those things. If we want to build today, is price maybe double to the China? How can we compete on those directions?
Well, there's certain things that Canada is very good at competing at. You know, there's certain products, yes, we can probably buy them from other countries, but we have to remember, Canada is a resource-based country. So, you know, we have tremendous assets when it comes to oil and gas, when it comes to grain, when it comes to food production, when it comes to minerals like gold and others. Potash, Saskatchewan supplies a vast amount of potash to countries all across the world. You know, uranium, you go down the list, lumber, we have all of these things, and we have to invest in these industries because these are the industries that creates the jobs, that creates the wealth for our country. And it can be a win-win, and I'll give you an example of this. Right now, we want to make sure that we reduce our environmental, the carbon impact of our environment. And one of the ways that we can do this very, very easily is natural gas. We have a lot of natural gas. China needs our natural gas. They're building coal-fired power plants, which are not good for the environment. So we could ship natural gas to places like China, to Europe, to other countries that actually reduces greenhouse gases, which is good for the environment, but at the same time it creates jobs here in Canada. It creates wealth. It creates paychecks for people. It also creates tax revenues. So this is a win-win situation because everybody wins in that. Yet our current Liberal government doesn't see natural gas as a viable business case, is the words of our Prime Minister. When Germany came asking if they could buy natural gas from Canada instead of from Putin in Russia, and our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, said no. It's not something we want to do. So, you know, it makes no sense. These are things that we have an abundance in Canada. We can make money, we can create jobs, we can create wealth in Canada, and yet this government is not choosing to do that.
Thank you, Brad, and I think I really appreciate your time as well. And nice to talk to you once again. And when you come visit it next time, we will talk again.
Absolutely. It's great to be on the show. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much. So this is Mr. Brad Redekopp, is an MP from the Saskatchewan West, and you are listening several. I tried my best to ask the question which related to all the communities, especially and with our community as well, because we are suffering in this society the same way as other communities are suffering. Inshallah, I will come back with a new program with a new topic next week. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Rahman Rahim, respected brothers and sisters. We are now here inside Gaza between the rubbles and destructions. Behind me, as you see, complete destructions of the buildings and homes inside Gaza Strip. There are at least 1 million IDPs inside Gaza Strip, and the humanitarian situation is going worse for millions of the people who are living here in this land. Alhamdulillah, ICNA Relief is on the ground here in Gaza, providing emergency response to help their brothers and sisters in where situation is going very worse. This is the worst disaster for the Palestinians since 1967. We have at least 20,000 apartments and buildings have been destroyed completely due to the attack and ongoing airstrikes on Gaza Strip. We hope from you, brothers and sisters, to continue your fund, to continue your aid, so that inshallah we can reach to the thousands of IDPs, so that can help your brothers and sisters in Gaza. All thanks for our donors. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all your donation. Jazakumullah khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Royal Financial Group. Never put a limit on your dreams.
अगर आपको दुबई या मिडिल ईस्ट नुमा जेवरात की तलाश है, तो आपको दूर जाने की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं। आज ही हमारे मिसिसागा रिचवे के स्टोर तशरीफ लाइए। अल करम ज्वेलर्स। हमारे पास सोने के बेहतरीन कंगन, कड़े, झुमके, हार और सोने के सेट्स भी दस्तयाब हैं। शादी हो या मेहंदी या कोई भी फंक्शन, आपकी पसंद के तमाम जेवरात आपको हमारे स्टोर में मौजूद मिलेंगे। आज ही हमारे स्टोर पर तशरीफ लाइए। अल करम ज्वेलर्स, 3465 प्लैटिनम ड्राइव, यूनिट 99, मिसिसागा, या फिर कॉल करें 905-828-0009। अल करम ज्वेलर्स, फरमाइश आपकी, गारंटी हमारी।
रोशन मुस्तकबिल और अपनों का साथ जन्नत से कम नहीं। आप भी कनाडा को अपना घर बना सकते हैं और अपनों को पास बुला सकते हैं। एक्सपीरियंस्ड एंड रेगुलेटेड इमिग्रेशन कंसल्टेंट शहबाज अकबर के साथ, मास्टर ऑफ बिजनेस क्लास इमिग्रेशन, एक्सप्रेस एंट्री, स्किल क्लास इमिग्रेशन, रेफ्यूजी क्लेम्स एंड फैमिली स्पॉन्सरशिप्स। कॉल नाउ एट 416-855-9464. Green Star Immigration Solutions Canada.
If you are looking for a reliable, professional and affordable travel agency in your town, then your search is over. Global Travel and Tours is your personal travel partner. Our dedicated staff always ready to make your trip hassle-free, memorable and cost-effective. We will assist you with hotel reservations, the transportation, visa assistance and travel insurance. Please give us a call right now at 1-877-275-3555.
Change lives this Eid with your Qurbani. At Muslim Welfare Canada, we make sure your sacrifice truly matters. For a little more than $100, you can provide Qurbani meat to families in need. With over 30 years of experience, Muslim Welfare Canada has a trusted track record of fulfilling Qurbani and delivering aid where it's most needed. Donate today and make a difference. Visit mwcanada.org. Your Qurbani is their joy.
Then let Talha Bhatti serve you the best. 647-295-7861. Reconstruction projects, residential and commercial properties. Special packages for first-time home buyers. A member of dedicated real estate professional team. Talha Bhatti, 647-295-7861. Then let Talha Bhatti serve you the best.
पाकिस्तान के गरीब इलाकों में जहां पानी नायाब है, लोग दूर दूर से जाकर पीने के लिए पानी लेकर आते हैं। पाकोली उनके घरों, मसाजिद, स्कूलों और मोहल्लों में हैंडपंप के जरिए पानी मुहैया कर रही है। अपने प्यारों और फैमिलीज के नाम पर सिर्फ $150 में मुकम्मल हैंडपंप लगवाइए। आपकी नेम प्लेट, हैंडपंप की वीडियो और फैमिली की तमाम तफसीलात मुहैया करने की गारंटी। तफसीलात के लिए सलमान शेख से या बशीर कमर से राब्ता कायम कीजिए।
I was told to pay and get the money back from the cashier. Can I ever be good at finance management?
Successful leadership requires a strong foundation. My School is a unique concept to engage middle to high school students by providing them with leadership concepts and exercises from professional coaches and industry speakers to give expert advice and career counseling for future leaders. My School, the School of Leadership.
अपने प्यारों को बुलाइए, कनाडा में बसाइए with ICC Immigration। मुस्तकबिल संवारे आसानी के साथ ICC के साथ।
ICC इमिग्रेशन की RD, MD और उनकी प्रोफेशनल टीम हेड ऑफिस मिसिसागा से आपको सर्व कर रही हैं। बिजनेस वीजा, स्टूडेंट वीजा, वर्क परमिट, स्पॉन्सरशिप या किसी भी अप्रूव कैटेगरी में आप अपने प्यारों को कनाडा बुलाना चाहते हैं तो अभी कॉल कर लें 905-461-2424।
ICC Immigration।
अगर आपको दुबई या मिडल ईस्ट नुमा जेवरात की तलाश है तो आपको दूर जाने की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं। आज ही हमारे मिसिसागा रिचवे स्टोर तशरीफ लाइए, अल करम ज्वेलर्स। हमारे पास सोने के बेहतरीन कंगन, कड़े, झुमके, हार और सोने के सेट्स भी दस्तयाब हैं। शादी हो या मेहंदी या कोई भी फंक्शन, आपकी पसंद के तमाम जेवरात आपको हमारे स्टोर में मौजूद मिलेंगे। आज ही हमारे स्टोर पर तशरीफ लाइए, अल करम ज्वेलर्स, 3465 प्लैटिनम ड्राइव, यूनिट 99, मिसिसागा। या फिर कॉल करें 905-828-0009। अल करम ज्वेलर्स, फरमाइश आपकी, गारंटी हमारी।
Are you planning on buying, selling, or investing in real estate and looking for a reliable real estate broker? Then look no further. Call Noma today. List your home and start packing. Honest, reliable, and a top negotiator. Give your attention to Noma. Over 10 years of Canadian real estate market experience. Invest in new construction projects with day one price. Call Noma Bobber today at 647-962-0007.
घर में सबकी healthy life के लिए Greenish Natural Health. Grandpa, husband, kids और wife के लिए Greenish Natural Health. एक टैब दे इन्हें दिन भर की energy और पूरा दिन रखे इनको active naturally. Greenish Natural Health. Healthy living for the whole family.
मज़ीद मालूमात के लिए विजिट करें अपनी करीबी फार्मेसी या हमारी वेबसाइट www.greenish.com।
In this world, nothing is certain except death and taxes. But did you know that if you don't plan properly, your family can lose 25 to 50% of your hard-earned assets to taxes when you die? It doesn't have to be that way for you. For over 20 years, my team and I have been helping small business owners, corporate professionals, and wealthy families minimize their taxes and maximize their estates. Your planned future success is our passion. We look forward to helping you to maximize your financial life and legacy. Call me when you are ready.
Team Farhan, Mortgage Solutions designed for you. 15-year experience of mortgage services. Customized mortgage solutions as per your need. Commercial, residential, construction and agricultural mortgage. Our lowest mortgage rate.
टीम फरहान को एक दफ़ा खिदमत का ज़रूर मौका दीजिएगा. And this is my personal promise to you, you will not be disappointed.
At Team Farhan, we have a mortgage solution designed for you.
416-569-9294. TeamFarhan.com.
Managing your own business can be a lot of work. A professional accountant always makes a difference. It's imperative that your accountant keeps your finances simple, accurate, and confidential. Audited, Need help? That's why we chose Scans Accountants. They make you feel at ease knowing you and your business are in good hands. Scans Accountants, team of professionals.
राहत बेकर्स एंड स्वीट्स 60 साल से आपके हसी लम्हों में शामिल, खुशियों से भरे मीठे जायके, नफासत और क्वालिटी में सबसे बेहतर, खालिस अज्जा से तैयार करदा मिठाई, केक्स, बिस्किट्स एंड स्नैक्स, वही ऑथेंटिक जायका और क्वालिटी। पाकिस्तान से अब आपके शहर मिसिसागा में, कुछ मीठा कुछ नमकीन। राहत बेकर्स, आज ही विजिट कीजिए 3920 Eglinton Avenue West, Unit 24, Mississauga. Call 905-820-1500 or visit rahatbakers.ca.
Welcome to Pan Am Blinds Limited. My name is Bobby, and I would like to introduce our very newest product. It is only with us with Pan Am Blinds in Improve. You can save your 85% energy. Please come to our store and see how many beautiful colors we do have and enjoy your comfort of life.
The law professionals at TM Law, providing professional services in the GTA in the areas of civil litigation, criminal defense, family matters, and real estate. Serving the community in English, Punjabi, Hindi, and Urdu. For more information, call Tahir Majid, barrister and solicitor at 647-838-4773, or you can visit tahirlaw.ca.
If you are looking for an honest, dependable, and trustworthy auto repair facility, consider Z Auto Center for your foreign and domestic vehicles. Our certified technicians have years of experience, special packages for Uber, Lyft, or